Good morning. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Welcome to Johnny's Bite. This morning I've come to you hoping that you're fine and excited, as many others would be. But for some of us, we are asking the simple question of our Minister for Energy. We're asking a simple question of our Roads and Highways Minister, perhaps our Transport Minister, Mr. President, our Vice President. We are asking them this morning, where the light day? I'm asking where the light day because the lights have been going on and off. Gridco has been explaining, ECG has been writing letters and press releases and explaining to us why the light is going on. But we have been told not to call it doomso, but to call it doomsiesie. So we are asking where the light day? Because you see, the understanding is that it is because the light is postpaid. We use the light when we finish. Somebody would have to come around, come and read the meter, bring us a bill, and then they go back, they go and analyze it, and then they calculate how much we have utilized, and then they come back, and then they give us another bill, and then we go and pay. So in between, so if you, for example, are in September, you could be paying for August or the month before that, July or whatever it is. And then we made a strong case that we need to use prepaid meters where I give you my money, my 100 Ghana, my 50 Ghana, my 200 CDs, my whatever CDs, for you to be able to provide the light for me. Now you are holding my money and you are giving me excuses as to why my light is not on, and my light goes off unceremoniously. And you are telling me that, oh, it is a technical wine, and our lights now wine, and I had no light. I'm asking this morning on behalf of many other Ghanaians, where the light day? Because we can't go to work, come back tired, having driven on very bad roads, having ridden in rickety trotros, having been so stressed, we want to come back home and relax, maybe catch a thing or two on television, hobnob with our family members, enjoy some cool AC or fun, and you get home and the light is off, and you are being told that, oh, it's because something broke down somewhere. Are you kidding me? In this era of digitalization, yes, things can break down, but the frequency with which the light is going off these days makes us wonder, and we keep asking, is this the same country that has excess capacity? Is this the same country that has excess capacity of power? Where the light day, Mr. President? Mr. Vice President, where the light day? Energy Minister, where the light day? The light goes on and off, and this time it's almost like a ritual. So we're being told not to call it doomso. So when it goes off, you don't know what to do. When the light comes back, you don't know whether to rejoice or to stay still because you are not too sure when next it will be going off. And we know that when the light goes off, then Ghana Water Company will also bring in their excuse and say that, oh, their pumps couldn't fire because they rely on electricity, and so it has to push. And so there are areas in this country that are presently experiencing shortage of water. Their taps have been off for some time. So I'm asking this morning on behalf of many Ghanaians, where the light day? Because the light, we pay for them already. You check Canada. Into lights, you see how many people we gathered and took to Glasgow? 337 people we took to Glasgow to talk about climate change. You saw what's happening at Ketu South and Keta and Loga, those areas. The sea level is obviously rising. Galamsey is still happening. I know that people in government will disagree, but if Galamsey is not happening, water is colorless, yes, but what we see, the brownish stuff we see, and we call our rivers and streams and whatever it is, would have changed color by now. People are logging, cutting rosewood. We are all watching. We just make big speeches. And I'm saying this morning, we are asking the simple question, where the light day? And it is even more dangerous where more than 12,000 people have gotten injured in this year alone. More than 2,000 people have died on our roads alone. And a major factor why people are dying, over 2,000 people, more than 12,000 people are injured, why that is happening is because we are confident enough, bold enough, charismatic enough to construct roads in this country, and sometimes we don't even put road markings on it, and the worst part of it is that we don't care to put street lights on it. Who does that? Who does that kind of planning? Who does that kind of forward thinking? Are we too saturated in our thinking that now we do roads in the 21st century? We award road contracts and there are no lights attached to the roads? Do we know what that means? That oncoming vehicles will now be using their highlights. Those who are also driving towards the opposite direction will also use their highlights, and there could be chaos. Because at night, we do know that the robbers are on the road. The armed robbers, they are on the road. The Ghana police knows. I mean, if you're traveling to parts of the northern region, you would have to wait at some point for a police vehicle to drive in front of your convoy and then drive at the rear end of the convoy. They park buses, maybe 20, 30, 40 buses, and the police will have to move them through. What you see on your screen is Mr. Komla Adom is a member of our news team. We recently went on the Accra-Techiman-Kumasi Accra-Kumasi-Techiman Highway. Let's not even start, because the only way from Accra towards Kumasi is to use that Pokwasi Road. That's death trap of a Pokwasi Road that has a road toll, station on it, and they collect road tolls, and the road is so terrible. But look at, let me show them the video. Look at the road on which Mr. Komla Adom and Prince Efum traveled from Accra to Kumasi to Techiman. Look at how dark it is. And I'm asking this morning, where the light day? This is a major road. It has economic importance. And because of our failure year on year, political season upon season, we have not been able to construct the Eastern Corridor Road, which we are told is an easier way to the north and a faster way. We have decided to use the Accra-Kumasi-Techiman Road. Okay, no problem. Now we are using that road, and there is no street light on that road. And he showed them the video. There is no street light on that road. Look at the huge tracks on the road. There is no street light on that road. And accidents happen there every now and then. Road Safety Commission, Road Safety Authority, sorry about that. The Motor Transport and Traffic Department of the Ghana Police Service and other advocates will come and be saying, oh, drivers will have to be careful, drivers will not have to speed up, blah, 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 blah. So you are allowing your inconsistencies to determine how drivers should behave on the road. Yes, drivers have the responsibility not to drive carelessly, we agree. But look at the sizes of the tracks on the road. And sometimes you find that tracks are broken down, there are no reflectors. They just go and break a certain green branch, come and put it on, behind the track and hope that people will see it. Who in this 21st century, in a forward-thinking manner, does roads and decides not to have street lights on them? Look at the lights illuminating the road, Accra, Kumasi, Techiman, all the way up to the north. Most parts of that road does not have lights. Most parts of those main highways, we collect tolls there. We know how food is transported there. We know how other goods are brought in, and it's so sickening that everybody is sitting there and watching. Perhaps because our leaders use sirens and they have the convoy, so they don't seem to care about what's been happening. Children die on this road because there are no street lights. Pregnant women die on this road because there are no street lights. Breadwinners die on this road because there are no street lights. Fathers die on this road because there are no street lights. People's loved ones, people who are planning perhaps their wedding, you find they say somebody is dead because two vehicles collided, because they both had their highlights on. One driver was blinded, he drove into the other, and that's it. So this morning we're asking the simple question, where the light day? We are even lucky that on this road you have road markings. There's so many roads in this country without road markings. So many roads in this country, and it's not just the Accra, Kumasi, Techiman Road. So many roads have been constructed in this country without street lights. So I'm asking, are the people supposed to bring their lights from home? Are the people supposed to bring their lights from home? Have we forgotten that vehicles can also have a problem. Somebody could be driving on the highway and that his headlights could go off unceremoniously without announcement, and that they would need to have some level of illumination. I thought we said we were going to install cameras all over the country to be able to apprehend criminals. If you install a camera on such a highway to combat highway robbery, and the cameras are there, common sense should tell all of us that when the cameras are on and the place is dark, the camera will capture an individual but will not capture his face for you to be able to arrest them. The countries we want to hurriedly imitate, the countries that we want to hurriedly imitate, when they construct roads, they put road markings on them and then they put street lights on them. So where are the lights? You are putting up the lights in our homes. When we leave our homes and get onto the highway, you are putting up the lights. Spintex Road, there's no light. Temamoto Way, Ewumuana light is gone. Major roads in this country, Tamale, Kumasi, Boga, where? What kind of people are we? And then we are busy saying that, oh, I'm the director of so and so, I'm the minister for so and so, and we hold press conferences. Sorry, I'm the honorable minister for so and so, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this and that. We are asking you a very simple question. Where are the lights? And you know what? When you pay your ECG bill, when you buy your prepaid ECG meter, the reason you are told is that we don't want you to owe us, so we want to have money, we want to have liquid cash so be able to provide the power for you. Now you pay the money, there's no power. But even so, there's always a 1% component for street lights. That is in your bill, that every consumption you make, there's a 1% component. What do they use that money for? Because we still go for loans to come and say we want to fix street lights. But month on month, at every consumption, there's a 1% that is deducted from what you are buying in favor of street lights. Is there street light leading to your home? Is there street light leading to your village? Is there street light leading if you are driving out of town, you want to have a road trip? Most drivers will tell you they don't enjoy night driving. Or what? They don't enjoy night driving because lights, they won't enjoy because they don't want to risk their lives. They won't enjoy night driving because they don't want to risk their lives. So this morning, on behalf of the huge number of Ghanaians, I am asking where the lights day. Where the lights day in our homes, where the light goes off unceremoniously, and where the light day on the streets. Because I just showed you, Danny showed them the video again. More than 12,000 individuals have been injured, including women, children, pregnant women, this year alone, as we speak. I didn't report that. The authorities reported that. Reckless driving is part, yes, we agree. But I'm saying if you look at what you see on your screens, Accra, Kumasi, Techiman Road, this is unacceptable on all fronts. More than 2,000 people have died. Let that sink in. And when even one person dies, it should engage the minds of our duty bearers, not just the politicians, the technocrats. The technocrats at the Ministry of Roads and Highways, urban roads, our technocrats at the Ministry of Transport, our technocrats at the Ministry of Energy. When even one person dies because there's no light on our highways, it should engage your minds. And you know how we use big trucks to transport food from one point to the other. We transport other goods and other kinds of services are provided using these same roads. And the funny thing is that you just have one road that's leading. If you're going from Accra, it's just one road that's leading all the way to the Ashanti region and connects you to Techiman and beyond. So is it too hard and too difficult to ask for simple street lights, which money is deducted from whatever we consume, 1% of it at every point? I'm sure we can do better. We can do better beyond the speeches and promises. We can do better. Where the lights day? That's what I'm asking, Mr. President. Where the light day, Mr. Vice President? Where the light day, Napo? Where the lights day, Mr. Roads Minister Mwakwata? Where the lights day? That's all we're asking you this morning. We're not asking you to give us free money or free anything, because we know eventually you tell us to pay for it. We don't want free. We want you to use what we have given you to provide what we need, where the lights day. Good morning.